I'm ready.
All right.
Sound. I'll do the carry your sound here.
Yeah. I'll start off. We'll just go
Fine.
What would? What would you like?
Slow down.
Sorry, I'm so nervous now.
Don't be nervous. It's only Grandma, and we can erase if you want. Hey, we can do it 15 times if you have the time. Yeah, just relax and make your question easy and nice. Just, put it out there. And then I might have to think a while. Yeah.
What would you like my kids to know about you?
To know about me?
Yeah. Or
Well, let's see. I am the matriarch of this family right now, and I'm pulling all my grandkids together so they can all be strong and so that they can all go forward in life so they know, they're all supporting of each other. And when you have all your kids together and everything else, after you guys grow up, oh my God, we'll have a clan, we'll have a tribe, our very own, But that's where I'm at. But I had to walk a long shit trail to get here. It was like POW-MIA wife, trying to bring up my kids, not having my full mind together, in time and trop. I didn't have the tools when I began, but I did the best I could, like every mother does, But the way the kids have turned out right now, my children and my grandchildren, is so awesome. I am so proud of every one of them. It's just fantastic, and I'm going to try to send them back, my genes further out into the world in a stronger way, and they can support each other and be a good family. And that's why I kind of worked on the will thing and trying to get it and all the financial stuff figured out, because I didn't want one kid in the back saying, I didn't have the right spoon. I didn't have the right spoon. No, we're over that. We are past that. God, we're past that little stuff. So that's what I want them to know. And, the next day, if things aren't working, just take that next step forward and just keep going. What do they call that? Pull up your panties, your back panties or something. Your grown-up panties and walk forward. Don't sit there in a step and cry over something. Hey, think of something else to do.
Yeah.
And the best thing to do in life is to do something for someone else and be concerned about them, and that takes you out of you. And you're doing... Hey, I was an Avon lady for years because I didn't go out and see people. I was raising my kids, and finally I went to say, oh, God, I'll be an Avon lady. And then I would go to every little lady's house, try to sell them perfume. But what I was doing was bringing myself out into the world again. And people have come up and say, what did you do for your, what was your job? And I'm going, wow, which one? And then I become a massage therapist and healer. Going to massage school and learning how to do these things and reading a lot, studying, but it consumed me for that part of time. And as you give your energies more and more to people, you'll get them back. Set them free, and some will come and some won't. And it's okay. It's okay. It just will work beautifully. Just keep walking forward. I don't care what kind of muck you step in. And then this time when you get to the grass, wipe them off,
Yeah.
And it might be a different route that you go. And that's okay, too. Go your own route.
What did you think of me growing up?
Oh, such a lovely thing. Oh, my God. You just want to hang him and hug him all the time. My beautiful child. He's so beautiful. Of course, because he looked like Demetrius, And he looked so much like him. It was just like having Demetrius all over again, as far as he looked and everything. But I could feel the gentleness in his body that came out from his soul and the lovingness, And he's so creative and good with people. He doesn't realize how good he is. I mean, who gets to be president of the student class? Who gets to have the first acting place? Who gets on and on and on? what's the king of the basketballs or something? Homecoming.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it goes on and on and on. And probably one of the most beautiful girls in class, in school, going, yeah, after him. So, it's like, what do I think of this kid? Oh my God. And I love him to death. And he's going a different kind of direction too, but he'll make it. I have no doubt. And he's had good protection behind him. Yes.
Do you have any favorite experiences with our family, or over holidays or anything like that?
Yeah, let's see. Well, I guess having dinner at your dad's house. You guys were all together, and then we would play poker or whatever. Who knows what it was? It didn't matter. And we were all together there laughing, and that was really good. And then kind of watching you guys do your thing as you grew up, but having dinner with them around that table and laughing and playing games, and that was super. That was super. Mm-hmm. And I really don't especially, someplace else come to mind much, because we really didn't go to the mountains or anything like that together. But that was big time togetherness, and I loved it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What are some of your proudest moments? Can you think of any?
Let's see.
One, it could be several. You could list it. You could
do
one. You could do.
Seeing all my children and grandchildren together. That's when I'm the proudest, actually. That's probably what means the most, because I know that I have done my job. It's in place, and my genes are going forward into the future, and they're going to go strong. And in the end, I have got to have this, instead of this little thing here, I've got to have this huge, humongous tribe. And hopefully they will continue to become stronger. And their children will become strong too. God, we're going to own someplace. This is Goss's territory or Stamp territory, who knows? Yeah. But that's why I want them to know. And they need to support each other. And they will. They will. And that's my proudest moments, how I'm leaving them behind, because I just love them to death, and they're all different. They all have their own little way to go, which is really nice that their parents allowed that. You should be like your brother, this should be, no. Each one of them, you have to be different. You have to go your way, what your heart tells you. And it may not be right for everybody around you. But that is you. It's your turn to do in life what you do, because that's your turn now. It's not their turn out there. It's not your parents' turn out there. They will guide you, and listen to them for that. But you find out in your heart which way you want to go. That's the way you go. There we go. Okay. And now they have time with themselves, and they love each other and have fun and play games and horse around. It's like, not only when I was there, now they do it. Good. They've learned that well. Yes.
What do you feel passionate about? But also, this could be, as you've grown up, like how, if those passions have changed.
They change every 10 years. They change just about every 10 years.
Tell me about
because that. I'm not stable. I can stay with something too long. I went to college, and it was like, to make money, you should become a teacher. Well, I kind of did art history. Art was my passion. I wasn't terribly good at it, but if I'd have really stuck it out, I probably could have. I did 1 year down at college, I did the Wyoming poetry and literature cover. They accepted my drawing for that. That was kind of neat. And so that was kind of my dabble there. And, history was I loved it, but we had it really early in the morning, and sometimes by the time I got to class, I thought, the water in my eyes are frozen, because it was so cold in there. So we get to class, and we talked about this and this, and we would write our little things, and as a little, dig, I guess, instead of writing peasant, I would always write pheasant. And he would downgrade me all the time, and I still keep doing it. Well, do I have a favorite joke? Oh, really not, because I like to hear them once in a while, but I never really can remember them. And I think, he, and that's kind of done. It's like, I really don't do well at playing cards. I kind of would rather be reading a Viking book or something like that. I don't do well on like puzzles. I don't do well on word books where you write the words down and you pull them out of this thing. That's just such a crappy, worthless time for me. I mean, I can't build my brain that way. It's just, I just better be doing something else. I might think maybe it's not the toilet, but I just, that's not my thing to do. And you would think, well, you draw, and I says, well, yeah, but I'm feeling a little creative thing going on there. I'm not circling some word that you're supposed to find. That's my answer to that situation. Yeah.
What else do you believe in? That's a good
What
question.
else do I believe in?
Yeah.
Boy, I don't believe in any of this Christian religion stuff for sure. I believe that is so much bullshit. And I started with going to Sunday school, doing the onward Christian soldier thing, down the church thing, all that. And then I went to the University of Arizona where I took a philosophy class, which I always managed to take my sunglasses with me because half the time I fell asleep in that class. And actually I failed it. You want to be really honest about it. But he was talking about something one day that caught my attention. I think it was something like, do you really believe that there are angels above? Do you really, really believe that? Or there's devils down there waiting for you? Do you really believe that? And I thought, oh my God, ding, ding, ding. There is no Santa Claus. And the other thing that set up my anti-religion thing was the first time I went to Europe and I saw the churches. The people are really poor, kind of scratching around the edge, and they've still got their hand out wanting money. And they have these they sunk all their money into the churches instead of the people around them. And I thought, what's going on there? That doesn't fit. And so that was the first downer on religion. But down in Arizona, when I took that philosophy course, it was like, bang, close it. And then I meet Ted, who's an agnostic. I says, well, whatever, I don't care, one way or the other. But that's my belief is not belief. And I'm not familiar with the other religions, but I think they are all propaganda to make money, keep people in their places. It's like if you have one station on it, they're advertising cold grate cream for your teeth. You turn it to the next one, they're advertising the Bible. And the new Bible they just got last week that's red and green and pink spots, whatever, to buy. It's just like advertising, selling, commercial stuff. I mean, it is all the way through, and you can watch that over and over again. And they're selling God, and you are paying this preacher to get up to say, oh, yes, 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 I have these beautiful costumes. Oh, yes, yes. That's so fake. If you look at it, it's like, oh, crap. But, hey, I believe if they want to believe that, fine, go down the road doing that. And what I believe is what the question was. Oh, I believe in the energies. I believe that everything has its own energy and its own time. And it's just there. And that you should love one another like you love yourself. And try to be kind and tolerant. And basic getting along with the world and people. Rules that I make up myself. So if I don't like to do it to that one person and I'd like to do it with another person, hey, it's okay, I can change it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's my religion, basically. And I know the energy, I have so much energy left, and then I'll go into the earth, and that's okay. And I don't care. I was going to donate my body to science anyway, but Demetrius says that kind of costs a lot to get your body there. And besides, they had 15 other guys stacked up waiting, to check out their heart and liver and everything else. So then I decided, okay, well, my son Jason, he was cremated. As soon as I saw that casket, I was like, nope. So Jason was cremated, and I still have his ashes. And I said, well, this is where his ashes are. We can go ahead and put his ashes with mine, throw me in the mountains or in the backyard or somewhere we feel good about. I said, the backyard's good. We got the cat out there, we got the dog out there, we got the rabbit out there. Why not? I said, that'll all go into the earth in no time and no one will even know. So what's the difference? I don't believe you're going to rise again, be a spirit. There may be a little reincarnation thought, but I don't think so. But I'm not sure about that because I had a friend that died of cancer, and she was up in the hospital, and she had her family all around her and everything else, but she was hovering. And so I held her hand and I said, Peggy, I said, you watch for the light, and maybe it's your grandma that's going to come. I said, but don't be fearful of this. It's just kind of a different transition, and you'll be okay. And then later she died, so, but I don't know. And then I had another lady that I was massaging. I went up to massage her, and I did these death cases kind of, was okay. You don't have to pay me. I just go in, and this one, I was just massaging her gently. And she says, I keep, like, slipping out like I'm going to another place. And I says, yes, that's because, you're dying and you're spending more on that side. And then you come and spend a little time here. And then you go more on the other side. So that leads me to think, well, I'm not sure what's going on with that situation. But I don't think it'll be traumatic. I don't worry about it. I personally do not worry about it. I'm dead. My energy is going to leave my body. And you'll know immediately when it leaves the body because you can see it leave. Or you can feel it. You know when there's a dead one and you know there's not. And I hope I don't have too much pain at the end. But if I do, hey, give me those COD muds or whatever you're going to give me. And the doctor I have, he says, don't worry. He says, I'll give you all the pain. I mean, we are like this. Pain medications you need. And it's going to be fine. So I don't have fear of that. I just have felt really thankful that I've had this extra time to get everybody set up for what I want them to do. Still clutching on to power. Yeah, so what can I tell you? That's kind of where my life is now and where it has wandered around in. And I can tell you about other experiences. I don't know which direction to go, but they go everywhere. Like they do for everybody. I'm not sitting alone having all these experiences. They're there. But I'm sharing them with you. And people will share them with you openly and whatever. Just wander along. Okay, next question.
That's
it?
amazing.
Oh my gosh.